What do you think she was holding on to?
これはもう完全に覚えてますよ。フグリですよね、フグリ。スリットがあったらね、もう入らざるを得ないですね。侵入せざるを得ないっていうのは男の差がですね。
Forrest Kaysen is hiding something.
間違いないですね。
You think so too, right, Zach?
ああいう張り付いたような笑顔はね、信用しちゃダメなんですよね。私も同じような笑顔で生きてるんでわかるんですけど。
Well then, Agent York, do you have any plans for this evening?
I was going to head back to the hotel and go over my notes. I need to contact HQ and give a progress report too.
Okay, then let's call it a day here.
Sounds good.
Contact my office when you finish your report. We'll pick you up tomorrow morning. Diane, the owner of the art gallery, should be back soon.
All right then, let's do that.
謎のチラ見。
Hold on, Agent York. We're going out to eat at Nick's Diner. Would you like to come with us?
The diner? That might be nice.
Thomas is a great cook, but Nick is the real deal. No visit to Greenvale is complete without eating at the A&G.
A very appealing proposition. Zach, what do you think? We can always go back to the hotel after eating dinner, or go directly back to the hotel. You decide, Zach.
親睦を深めるってのも悪くないんじゃないですかね。はい、ということで、皆さんこんにちは、こんばんは、もしくはおはようございます。デッドリープリモニション実況プレイの第11回目ですね。
I've been sheriff here for a long time now, and this is the worst murder I've ever seen.
Our town is a little odd in some ways, but it's usually a peaceful place.
We had our fair share of cases, but just the regular stuff. A high school kid shoplifting from the milk barn, maybe? Or some hot-headed kids fighting, fueled on liquor? Nothing more than that.
Agent York, what kind of cases have you dealt with in the past?
Not much different from those you've just mentioned. The case I was on until last month, well, the guy killed 7 girls in a 3-month period. He sawed their heads off from the neck and took them back to his house. He cleaned the skulls up and used them as utensils in his daily life. To eat from or as a urine cup. He hated women. That was his way of dealing with it. He'd fill skulls with ice, cola, and rum. Then he'd down it in one gulp. For him, that was a holy ritual. The question of his mental state was the pivotal point in the court case.
Oh, man.
For me, he was insane. 100%. Drinking from the skulls, well, that is one thing.
いや、誰でもはしないでしょ。
But those he had used to relieve himself, he would then just use them to drink from, too. Yeah, that was too much for me. It's just not sanitary.
Not sanitary. That's probably not the problem for most of us.
What else? Ah, yes. An ingenious law school student raped over 800 victims. That was a nasty one.
Thank you, Agent York. Now, let's talk about something else.
You don't want to hear any more? That's a shame, isn't it, Zach? I was just about to get to the good part, too.
Sounds like you live in a totally different world. I mean, you're like an elite agent who just jumped out from a movie or something. In your eyes, we must look like we're just playing cops and robbers.
そんなことないでしょ。
I give up. I can't compete with you.
Don't say that, Emily. The cases you have solved are all full-fledged crimes. A crime is a crime. Size doesn't matter. There is no big and small. Crimes always have a criminal and a victim. No victim will ever welcome a crime, no matter what its size. So, fundamentally, there is no difference in size.
若干詭弁ではないですけどね。
Well said, Agent Morgan. We work day and night to preserve peace and order in this town. You understand that, right?
Of course. But still, I don't view shoplifting and Anna's murder as the same level of crime.
Me neither. I never even dreamt that such a thing could ever even happen in this town. I keep on expecting to see Anna here in this diner, waiting on tables.
Excuse us, Agent Morgan. We should have made dinner a more uplifting experience. Let's call it a night.
Okay. Good night then.
いきなり雨降ってきましたね。今回のエピソードは何を目的なんでしょうね、これ。ちょっと目的がまだ見えないんで、一旦確認しましょうかね。それにしても本当に雨が多いんですね。とりあえず車だけ出してから。地味にパトカーが変わっちゃってますけども。目的が確認できるはずなんで、地図開いて、実質に戻って実験を整理しよう。なるほど。ホテルに戻ればいいんですね。それにしてもトーマスさんね、疑ってるんですけど、さあ戻ってまいりました。いや、随分レトロなタイプライターですね。エピソード1もそろそろ終わりですかね。結構長かったですわ。
Okay then, Zach. Let's go back over our progress. First, the victim, Anna's death. She was found hanging from a tree in the forest. She was cut open with a knife from her chest down to her stomach. That was the direct cause of death. The strangulation marks and skull fracture were caused after death. Her tongue was also bit off, and I found something inside her mouth. Do you remember what that was, Zach?
そういう選択代わりですね。これは間違いなく赤い種ですね。
That's right. We found the same red seed in her
口の中に種。
According to Emily,
ちょっと意味深ですね。
Anna was killed, but traces of tears were still evident on her face. Which means the perpetrator killed Anna under a roof in the lumber mill, and then carried her body into the woods after it stopped raining. We found numerous important pieces of evidence at the site of the crime. A total of 4 things. Knee prints in the grass, a wood chip with metal dust, a photo of a man with a tattoo on his back, and one other thing. Do you remember what that was, Zach?
これは折れたヒルの先ですね。この時にね、垣間見えた犯人のね、二面性が気になるんですよね。一見いい人っぽい方が、ちょっとね、完全に疑いから除外できないんですよね。
Those being the perpetrator who killed Anna and Miss Stiletto Heel. There is also the possibility that a third party carried Anna to the woods. That means we could be dealing with 3 people. 2 or 3 people. In any case, Miss Stiletto Heel may have vital information. We need to find her next. We didn't use forensic methods, but we're still closing in on the criminal. Have I forgotten anything? Of course. The marks on her hand tell us that Anna was gripping something when she died. Do you remember that, Zach? What do you think she was holding on to?
これはもう完全に覚えてますよ。 ふぐりですよね、ふぐり。で、時点で、円盤状のものですかね。
That's right. A round object. The marks on her hand suggest a peace mark. The man in the photo found in the woods had a tattoo of an upside-down peace mark on his back. These two could well be related. But we don't know for sure. Next, the townfolk. A few are worthy of special attention. Carol McLean, the singer and bar owner. She's Thomas's sister. Then there's Nick Cormack, the owner of the diner. Both of them seem to be hiding something.
まあ他の人もみんな怪しいんですけどね。
The owner of the art gallery, who's out of town. Then we have problematic, old, rich, and eccentric Harry. Both will be tough to crack. Well, we just have to go one by one. I've been thinking. One of the biggest rewards here is the fantastic food. Enjoying food is cultural, and yet it's also a bit uncivilized. It's interesting how good food motivates me to work harder during investigations. Oh, and on Emily's back, it was strange to me. Hey, don't take that the wrong way, Zach. I wasn't getting all excited or anything.
完全に変態発言かと思いましたけどね。
It did make me feel strange, nostalgic, and sad almost.
エミリーさんも何か関係があるってことですか？
I think this case may take a while.
なんだ、ワンちゃんがいる。これはピンヒール。この人がダイアンさんですか？謎の男性。木？めちゃくちゃ怪しい。というところで、このなんかお写真が散りばめられたってことは、これでエピソード1終わりですかね。まあ、コンティニューは全部 QT で死にましたね。
Are you thirsty?
You must be very thirsty.
You only take milk with your coffee?
Coffee with milk. That's all.
アンナさん。
Becky?
My name is Becky.
What are you doing here?
My name is Becky.
Do you know where the exit is?
ちょっと待ってください。ここに出てくるのすごい嫌な予感しますよね。
After your throat is quenched, you must do what you must do.
Take a sip of coffee.
ずいぶん上から目線で喋るわけですね。口にコーヒーぶち込んで黙らせますよ。いやいや、そんなびっくりしなくてもいいでしょ。ただ、ちょっと空いてるだけじゃないですか。驚き方のリアクションと起きてる事象がね、こう、釣り合ってないんですよね。さあ、ということで、エピソード2になりましたね。エピソード2パート1。エピソード2が分かれてるってことですか？まあ、なんかすごい長い話になりそうですけども。生意気な双子が消えましたね。アイテム。まあ、落としてったものはちょっと可愛げがありますけれども、いただいていきましょう。いや、まあ、スリットがあったらね、もう入らざるを得ないですね。侵入せざるを得ないっていうのは男の差がですね。 あ、これは、リトルヨークさんではないですか？あ、ちょっと待ってください。これちょっと、デッドリープリモニションのくせに若干綺麗じゃないですか、ここ。ちょっと生意気ですね。あ、生意気とか言っちゃいけない。あ、気づきましたね。なぜ初回で気づかなかった？
Zach, this case looks like it's directly related to us. I do not know how yet, but I do know I need some coffee.
そうですね。朝はね、ちょっとね、コーヒー飲まないと始まらないところありますよね。
George said he'd have someone pick us up in the parking lot. Let's get some breakfast with Polly first.
さて、そろそろクリーニングからね、服が上がってきてるんじゃないですかね。あ、戻ってきてますね。で、着替えて、ちょっとこっちクリーニング出しておきましょうかね。ちょっとルパン三世みたいなやつはね、まだ着る気にならないんですけど、他にもスーツとか買えないんですかね、これ。ね、ちょっとスキップしてるかもしれませんけれども、ちゃんと身なりを整えてと。では、出発です。ん？
Whoa there!
Did you need
こ
something?
れは、謎の人物。
No, I was just passing by. I didn't think anybody else was here other than Polly. The door opening like that it surprised me, that's all.
フォレストケース、苗木のセールスマン。怪しい。
I'm Kaysen, Forrest Kaysen. Nice to meet you. I travel a whole lot, you see, selling tree saplings. Just the usual salesman doing the usual road trip. Sometimes I feel, I don't know, like a jolly old bumblebee spreading pollen.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
I get it. You're the special agent Scarface that everyone's yakking about. Nice to meet you, Francis.
Special Agent Scarface? I'd need a bigger scar to live up to that name. Call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
What? You got it. York.
Is this your first visit here then?
No, sir. Actually, I've been coming here once or twice a year for, a while now. I don't get much business here, but it sure does make a fine vacation. I mean, it's a gorgeous hotel at a bargain price. It's so relaxing in these parts, too. Oh, I just love all the nature. I feel so
あらら、
relaxed
ワンちゃん
here.
かわいいですね。君はなんていうお名前ですか？ウィリー。
Say hi to Willie. Oh, don't worry. He's a good boy. Do you like dogs?
Hey, Willie.
かわいいですね。
He's pretty smart, too. Oops, before I forget, let me give you this. It's just a sample of what I said.
Thank you.
赤い葉の苗木。
So, what brings the old FBI out here? Sounds like more than just a vacation.
A murder, actually. The perpetrator is still out there. Try to stay indoors at night and during the rain. We want to prevent it from happening again, okay?
Oh, it's a darn shame. Places like this used to be the safest in America.
Could I ask you something? Do you know a lot about seeds?
Seeds? Gardening, huh? You don't look like a green thumb, but let me tell you though. I'm pretty much the only one who can make those saplings sprout. There's a trick to it that can't really be passed on, you know? It's like, the secret of making a good smoked ham, something like that. But you know, once they sprout, you don't need to do much. You can leave it be and, why, it'll turn into a big tree no matter what happens. Kind of like those stocks that politicians buy that just keep growing and growing. Well, you just wait and see. This
何
town
か
is
とてつ
gonna
もなく
love
不
it.
吉な予感がするんですよね。
Right. We were just about to go take a morning stroll, so I'll get going.
Good luck now with that case.
Thanks.
Zach, do you remember what the coffee said?
ああ、
Forrest Kaysen. F.K.
完全に忘れてた。
This show has just begun.
盛り上がってきましたね。まあ、その前に、ちょっとね、腹ごしらえをしないといけない。
Breakfast looks as good as yesterday's.
I hope you enjoy it.
I will, and thank you. I just met Kaysen, actually.
Oh, good old Mr. Kaysen. Did he give you a sapling?
As a matter of fact, he did. Don't tell me he gives one to everyone he meets.
No. Only to the people he feels comfortable with. He told me. He must feel really comfortable with me.
He must.
ああ、なるほど
Is
ね。
there
逆
anyone
にもら
he
ってない
hasn't
人物
given a
か。
sapling to?
Mustard?
ああ、ポリーさん。
Okay, I'll
いつ
just
も
get
の
it
ポ
from
リー
the
さん。
kitchen then.
No, mustard has nothing to do with it. I was wondering if you know of anyone that Kaysen didn't give a sapling to.
Oh, too much
ポ
pepper.
リーさ
I
ん。
did think it might be.
帰ってきてください。
Ah, Zach, I forgot.
ただ
We'll never get
ね。
anything out of her, will we? Forrest Kaysen. He's hiding something.
間違いないですね
You。think so too, right, Zach?
ああいう張り付いたような笑顔はね、信用しちゃダメなんですよね。私も同じような笑顔で生きてるんでわかるんですけ
Till
ど。
they are inevitably divulged. The powers of entropy. The world exposes everything and causes chaos. Just like this coffee.
なんかコーヒーの CM みたいでしたね。まあ、ただ、ポリーさんもね、演技の可能性あるんだよな。そんなポリーさんに、取り扱ってる商品とかなんか変わりましたかね。あ、スーツが売ってる。いやもう問答無用で買います。あ、この柄いいですね、結構。こういうの好きです。
Oh,
なんかイベントマークが出てるんですよね。
What's wrong, Polly? You look a little tired.
I'm fine. Well, it's just that I was cleaning up my room, and so many memories came flooding back to me.
Memories?
Oh, my dear! Mr. Morgan, that's not the kind of question you should ask a lady.
また謎のポリーさんの勘違いですね。ちょっと何を想像したのかがすごい気になりますけど。ポリーの思い出の品がホテルのどこかにあるらしい。それを見つけて彼女に渡してやろう。失礼だが、年齢から物忘れが激しいようだ。彼女の寝室が怪しいかもしれないと。何を、思い出の品。ちょっと探してあげましょうかね。さて、うまいこと繋いでると思うんですけれども、ソフトがね、強制終了しました。結構定期的に起きてますけれども。なので、場所は分かってますね。こっちの方ですね。少なくともポリさんのお部屋に入ったところで、ちょっとね、おかしくなっちゃったんで、こちらから行けます。また落ちたら困るんですけどね。若干ね、テンションが落ちるのでね、ぜひ避けたいところではありますが。ここまでは来れたんですけど、こっからがちょっとよくわかんないですね。今、右手に何かありますが、ちょっと無視して、あ、落ちてますね、アイテム。こちらは植物園というか、なんというか、温室みたいな感じですかね。ケースの苗木のカード。いやー、不吉な色してますよね。ポリーさんの趣味。かなり本格的ですね。この白いのは多分外に出る扉ですね。これは なんだこれ、扉に見えるけど、何も反応しませんね。てか、取っ手がないですね。明らかおかしいですけど。ここっぽいですね。あ、天蓋付きのベッド。豪華ですね。あ、ちょっとお写真が見れないですね。美しい少女。
I wonder who she is.
となると、これはおそらく、
Polly's daughter,
いやいや、
Maybe a granddaughter.
話の流れ的におそらくですね。清楚な美人の写真。ではね、持って戻りましょうかね。レディーの寝室から出るときだけは静かにね。さあ、ポリーさん。おそらくお探しのもの。あら？あちらに。
Oh, hi.
情報聞くで、下の方か。これですね。
Polly, about this picture.
Oh, that's me when I was young.
Well, that's that.
What about it, Mr. Morgan?
Oh, nothing. Forget it.
Oh, it brings back memories. There was a Miss Greenvale
Miss
contest in
Greenvale.
town, and I was so young and daring. I entered the contest, you see. It's embarrassing just thinking about it now.
There's nothing to be embarrassed about. You look beautiful in this picture.
Yes, yes. And the food was just
相変わらず
wonderfully
ちょっとずれます
delicious.
ね。
So, Polly, where's the trophy?
Oh, Mr. Morgan, I never said that I became Miss Greenvale. There were
そ
no
うなんですね。
trophies for second place.
You mean this pretty girl in this picture was second place? So who won first place?
Are you serious, Mr. Morgan? It couldn't be more obvious. It was
シ
Sigourney.
ガニ
Sigourney. The lady with
お
the
鍋ばあ
pot?
さん。
Now, she was beautiful. All the men in town were crazy about her. Well, of course, aside from my husband, that
のろけま
is.
すね。
Oh, you should quit smoking, Mr. Morgan.
That's right, Polly.
Well, thanks for bringing back such a wonderful memory. I can't give you this picture, but please take this instead.
ポリーの胡椒のカード。まあ、なんとも言えないカードですけど。さあ、
Now that's one
ちょっ
story I won't be
と
forgetting
シ
for a
ガ
while.
ニーさんは想定外でしたね。サブミッションクリアとなりましたが、ちょっと時間が厳しくなってきましたかね。そろそろちょっとこの辺りで区切った方がなんかアイテムあるな。ではね、ちょっとここで区切ろうと思います。今回もね、長時間お付き合い名もなかった。いただきましてありがとうございました。また次回の動画で皆さんとお会いできれば幸いです。チャンネル登録、高評価などいただけますと励みになりますのでよろしくお願いいたします。では、お疲れ様でした。じゃあね。